And here we are. We're back with presumably the last stream of Night of the Quinkan. At least I assume so. Last time I checked, we were about 87% done. So there's that. So first part of the stream is mostly just going to be me going about and trying to collect all the stuff that I missed from the last couple of levels. But aside from that, just have a handful of more missions to do, and then we're up to the end. How have I been? Yeah, it's been a pretty good week. I wanted to come in here first because, of course, I got enough opals for us to finally get the Doom chassis. I have a lot to potentially say about this one, as well as getting the rest of these. Lovely. We'll go over the skins first. Oh, look at that opal count. That's like the saddest thing known to man. Anyways, skins. Just have one more Gunyip thing left to get, and then we're done with that. Got all the crab tank ones, and finally all the dye skin ones. So we got the default, we got one base more on the original, which honestly I do think I like a little bit more. Me personally, I mean, I get the black and the reds thematically appropriate, but yeah, I still prefer this. Obviously, we got Sly cosplay. I didn't realize that Sly doesn't just have the stripe across his nose. Obviously, Krome with the red stripe. We've seen this one before. Zombie, because of course this game is known for its zombies. The Quinkan one, which honestly I do quite like the color scheme. Reg just trying to make Reg a thing still, even though we have no idea who he is. And then this Ghost one, which I already showed off. One thing which I find kind of odd compared to the rest of the games is that there's no proto-tie skin with the teal shorts and the shoes. Would have kind of liked to have seen that here as well, actually, just to have that sort of little bit of continuity, but anyways, Doom chassis. It pretty much works the same as in the second game. Possibly with a little bit more vertical control. It feels as though you can more easily control it vertically compared to the second game. Maybe it's just me. Honestly, I would say this is probably the best Doomerang in the series. But even then, obviously I believe, could be wrong, in the original release, it didn't actually have its trademark explosion effect. Instead, it's was basically more like an all-rang until you put stones on it. The Batman's... yeah, it's like Batman's remote Batarang. That's an apt comparison. Well, honestly, aside from maybe equipping a magnet stone onto it, I kind of feel that there's not really much reason to actually put stones onto it, because obviously it basically just comes with an explosion anyway, so there's no point putting earth stones on it. There's no point in really putting stuff like Mega, Multi, or Zoom stones on it either, because I'm pretty sure those don't work. Let me just check, actually. Let me just check. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, doesn't work. Multi-stone, Mega Stone doesn't work. Ultra Stone? That doesn't work either. Wow. Yeah, just none of this... I guess maybe the Chronos Stone? Just... if you wanted to add just a little bit of more elemental flair, just a magnet stone and some elemental stones that you're picking really are just sort of the best choice here. Anyways, let me just re-equip all my stones again. Because it is a little annoying how easy it is just to accidentally de-equip them all. Let me just put an air stone on there, since there's no reason to actually use the fire stones once you get to this point in the game. I think, yeah, ultra stones on you. Then just alternate magnet and zoom stones for you. Again, already off to a good start. And then there's you. Just... zoom, multi, mega. So yeah, basically no reason to put stones of any sort on the Doomerang, unfortunately, but even then, considering I basically have a souped-up Deadly Rang in my back pocket, again, it sort of suffers that same problem it does in the second game, where it's more just sort of a cool thing to mess around with in the endgame because of its pricing and the fact that, in terms of combat effectiveness, you really are still better off with the, with the Deadly Rang or the equivalent. Now I just need to remember where the, where Google Gully is, because I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere. Again, a little... It may just be because I don't remember the map layout as much as the second game, but it does kind of feel annoying trying to go back and find areas which you need to return to, like... Okay, I don't think I need to come back here. I don't think so, at the very least. Okay, I think Goobu Gully is that one in the center of the map. I think. Is this gonna be a lucky... Can't imagine storing boomerangs in the back pocket is fun. I get nervous. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see why that would be a concern, just housing explosive ordnance in your back pocket. Just like accidentally sitting on the exploder... Is it Explodarium or Explodarium? I don't remember fully what the actual name is. I think it's something like Explodium, basically just highly reactive explosive material in your back pocket. It does sort of lead me to wonder the sort of origins of these various bunyip stones, because obviously in the previous two games it was sort of heavily implied that the elemental rangs were made using the power of the thunder eggs you collect, especially in the case of Zappy Rang, Frosty Rang, Flamerang. With stuff like the Kaboomerang basically just being, again, highly explosive material and stuff which can be used to warp time in the case of stuff like the Chronorang. Just lore-wise, it does seem awfully convenient, the fact that there's just all these stones which do all the things which we needed stuff like Thunderex to do so in the past. I can kind of see why they opted out of that with Type 4, or Bush Rescue Returns. This is not where I need to go. Again, just trying to remember... Forgot about the Thunder Eggs, maybe they rub the yolk on things and become explosive. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Anyways, let me just see if I can find where we need to go real quick. Because again, it is a little bit annoying trying to hunt down on the map. So I think I am in the right area. Oh. Really gotta love phone acting up like that. Just... Where is this? Where is this thing? Probably gonna have to look back at the previous stream just to remember where we were at. Okay, it was that one in the bottom right corner. Gotcha, game. At least I'm trusting you on this one. It is also a shame as well, because I don't think there's anything left we need to collect out in the overworld. We got everything. It's just a matter of going back for all these other levels if we can find them and getting all the stuff we missed. Really gotta say, it is definitely a lot easier to take damage in this. Just fairly certain I've mentioned this before. The way I'm playing it, this will be a nightmare to do in hardcore mode. Goes without saying that this is definitely the hardest game to do hardcore run on. Honestly, thinking about it a little bit more, to be perfectly honest, maybe it's just because I have a lot more fond memories of the first game, but I am starting to see the understand the consensus of this basically being the weakest of the three entries, though I don't think most people count Bush Rescue Returns in that argument, I guess because it's so fundamentally different in that it's a 2D platformer, but there's a whole bunch of interesting ideas here, but I think a lot of people agree that a lot of them come out a little bit half-baked. Like, I think I've already mentioned several times the stone system in this game. It's a cool concept, allowing you to customize your rangs, but part of me kind of just prefers how it was in the original second game, where you had a set of rangs which all had specific roles, and then you were able to upgrade them in order to improve their effectiveness. Like, originally, the Flame Rank would upgrade to the Lava Rank, the Frost Rank to the Freezer Rank, and so on. Of course, in the HD re-release, they just allowed you to use all the boomerangs, which I feel is more just sort of a little bit unnecessary to account for the fact that most people preferred using the Smash Rank of the Kaboomerang. Mostly just because the Deadly Rank already filled that role. I feel if the Deadly Rank just did what the Smash Rank already did, then I feel there'd be a lot less issues with it. Anyways, here we are, Goo Boo Gully. Now I have to go around and try to find all the stuff I missed, because me thinks they're all just going to be in crates. I don't think we have to worry about enemies here in the slightest. It's just... oh. Never mind, I guess. It's just... all the stuff just respawns. Lovely. And here I was just thinking, oh, this will be just a nice little, relaxed stroll through this, this area filled with implied lore, but I guess not. I guess it is still a little bit of a war zone, which... and yeah, there's still Guru Steve just hanging around up there, for whatever reason. These guys again, which I could just still farm opals off of. Not that I'd necessarily need them at this point, because the only things that I really need to buy at this point, outside of optionally getting more stones, especially magnet stones, would probably just be the maps, which I also don't need. Because the remaining ones are for Goober Berries, which I've already gotten all of, and the Goober Steves, which I've already gotten all of, so... guess a little bit of an oversight on that account. I mean, I do definitely appreciate having all the maps here, especially considering it feels a lot more expanded on compared to the second game. We only had, like, a set amount of various collectibles you could get. Also, good to know that these boulders cannot be destroyed with my massive high explosive ordnance. Thanks a bunch, game. Yeah, I think just going to be sticking with... ooh. Okay, that's just opals. Just... I imagine there's a whole bunch of hidden stuff around here. You know what, let's try the Doom Chassis real quick. Let's see how it does. Pretty sure, damage-wise, it's just the same as a Deadly Rang. Yeah. You can definitely see why you definitely prefer the, just a set of normal rangs with Earthstones on them instead. Because you can mostly just spam them out a lot quicker. It's just, speed is more important. Okay, this seems like the sort of place which would house more picture frames. There we go. I suppose if anything, as we're going for this, I kind of feel as though I should probably apologize. Maybe I shouldn't, but kind of feel the need to anyway, of this being a... I don't know, I kind of feel that this particular stream series has been a little bit lackluster compared to some other ones. Let me know what you think. Just sort of, commentary's not exactly been my best. Let's see. Obviously already got... Actually, hold on. Okay, no. Oh. Okay, so my hunch was, sort of right. Let's have a look. Gubu Gully. Oh, we're done here. Oh, I was playing something you want. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Just, I know that YouTube isn't exactly, the most fond of such things. I guess it's mostly just finding a balance of stuff I want to play and stuff that people want to see, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I could just quit out of this. Because the next area we have to go to is, of course, in the starting area. Still have no idea as to... Actually, I want to check something real quick. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but there's still a bunch of collectibles here which I feel I need to at least try and grab. Okay, if one of these housed a picture frame, I know that at the very least. Maybe I already got that one. Let me just check. New Baramaji yet. Okay, it's just that one at the top of the thing. Good to know. YouTube is not fond of it playing the indie. Probably bottom of the list. Yeah, I get it. Because looking at the viewing figures, it definitely seems as though the Sonic stuff seems to be the most popular, which, yeah, I get. And I don't necessarily have any problems with doing more of that. So, it's more just, he's doing that stupid... Yeah, I heard. It is kind of a shame that there's no sort of big proper alternative, though, which I could just switch to on a dime and possibly be doing... Nah, probably wishful thinking on that front, just... Okay, it's over there. I was barking up the wrong rock. I mean, I do sort of get why they're doing it from an efficiency standpoint, but there is that sort of worry where there may just come a time when machines effectively take all the jobs, in which case, what's there left for us? There we go. I wasn't sure whether 2 magnet stones was enough. There's people who need... Yeah. I mean, part of me thinks that, you can only push viewers so far until they just decide to go elsewhere, but seeing the state YouTube is in now, it's, it immediately puts doubt to that sort of thought. I suppose it mostly is just the case that there isn't really that big of a contender to go to. I mean, I imagine one will crop up eventually, just what am I saying? Most have just there's been a whole bunch of supposed YouTube killers that have risen and fallen over the years, and I don't know, I kind of want to be hopeful in the fact that one might come out rise up from the ashes one day and be the one that sticks. I don't know, though. Not nearly as advanced as... Yeah, because... Honestly, I wouldn't go as far to call it AI in the sense that, I know it as, mostly from sci-fi. It's more just sort of, highly advanced algorithms, as far as I'm aware. I could have sworn there was another word for it, but it slips my mind at the moment. Just generative algorithms, something like that. Anyways, here we are, back on Mount Boom Basin. Just gotta go and... Oh. There was a Bilby in the crater this whole time. Good. Just right here in this bush. Clever game. I think the people financially invested claim it. Yeah, I mean... I am kind of worried about the prospect of an actual... like, proper, actual sentient AI coming into fruition, though... I don't know. I think it's more one of those cases of a Jurassic Park scenario, where it's like, we have the money and resources to prove that we could, but didn't take the time to figure out whether we should. That sort of classic Jurassic Park quote, which I obviously just got completely wrong. But I think the point still stands. Oh, I think I accidentally got a picture frame. Let me just check. Mountain Basin. Yeah, there's still a handful more to go. It's spicy autumn. If human trained area intelligence is even possible, it won't come from this. Yeah, I definitely imagine it'll come eventually. Just yeah, I agree. I agree. Camera! You're messing me up, camera. Just snapping back and forth and ruining my orientation. I mean, it is definitely concerning, though, to say the least, because you got, oh, there's the other Bilby, which I missed off. You get media such as, Dune is the one which comes to mind, where essentially it warns against, not having AI, but you get the sense that more people are just gonna view that as an instruction manual rather than a warning. Like another certain book, which we're not allowed to, reference on here. In fact, a good couple of other books that we're not allowed to say anything about, unfortunately. Wow. Monsters which can actually... Well, shoot. Cameraman always... Yep. You know what, let's try the Shadow... Let's try the Shadow Chassis. Let's try how the Shadow Chassis fares against these, these ne'er-do-well... Oh! You don't take damage in here. I was thinking they were like brambles or something. Alright, let's try the Shadow Chassis on these fools. Get over here, you. Yep, that's certainly quite the potent step up. Actually, not sure which books you mean. I'm pretty sure even mentioning the author would probably raise some eyebrows, even though I did actually read one of his books back when I was in school. Kind of glad that I did, honestly. Just, yeah, it's George Orwell. It's George Orwell. I'll just say it. Oh, we actually have the launch flowers back. I mean, a lot of people obviously like to say stuff is Orwellian, but I mean, especially over here nowadays, but I do get that some people think it's a little bit hyperbolic. Maybe I'm just saying that just to be safe, but I mean, granted how small I am, it probably doesn't really matter in the end of it. Look, yep, and again, no reason to actually use the flame chassis, unfortunately. Let me just grab that flamestone real quick since we're here. I mean, I'm fairly certain you can find the books on Audible, at the very least, which is surprising. So there was... Oh well, for some reason I thought her... Yeah, that is definitely an interesting conclusion you've drawn to, but yeah. I think you can kind of see why I didn't want to just come out and say it, because obviously a lot of people get mad when you say that. Headline was... I'll take you... Yep, and right at the end here we get our 13th Firestone. It's like, how many Firestones do we need throughout the game? Yes. Okay, I think we Let me just check. Let me just... 89%. So, the only thing we're missing is some picture frames. Goody. My favorite thing to hunt in this game. I don't know, part of me feels that some of these things are always kind of a pain to try and find. Maybe it's just me, though. Okay. Let me just punch you in the face real quick. Look at... That's a lot of damage. How about a little more? Yeah, the main thing about the Shadow Ring is that, when using it the close range combat, it does a whole lot of extra damage against Quinkan. Let me just check over here real quick. I don't think there's anything over here, actually, but, better cover all my bases. Oh, the Starship Troopers guy. I mean, I did actually listen to Starship Troopers as well. It's, needless to say, very, very different from the movie. Honestly, having actually listened to the book before watching the movie, I know that the movie is more sort of satirical, whereas the book is a little bit more straight-laced. I can kind of see why a lot of people may not like the movie. I know it's definitely iconic as a little bit of a cult classic, but for what it does to the source material, it's especially considering the director allegedly didn't really, let's just say, was ideologically opposed to the source material. I can kind of see why a lot of people wouldn't be overly fond of it. I mean, I'll just stop before I start talking in circles. I hope at the very least there's nothing else around here. It's gonna be a nightmare if there is. Nope. Movie is amazing, book is straight-laced. Yeah, I think this... Ah. I see. The funny thing is, I've never actually heard much about Stranger in a Strange Land. Just aside from the, Oh, come on, I was... What do you mean, game? I was straight through that. Like, aside from people just saying the quote Stranger in a Strange Land, I don't tend to hear a lot about it. Is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, I kind of screwed that one up. How do you come up with titles for your streams? Just go with whatever comes off the top of my mind for the occasion. Sometimes I strike gold, sometimes it's more just sort of, I guess this works. Okay, these guys are back again. Everybody here die. Everybody die. Nobody is allowed to leave here except me. I mean, it could be worse. It could be spiders in here. I don't like spiders. And yeah, nothing else in here. Oh, grok concert. Gotcha, gotcha. I can see why such a book would be considered divisive then. Considering how a lot of people feel about the spaceman, which, again, don't really want to get into that whole thing in these streams. I know it's very tempting to for a lot of people, but I'd rather not. Now, where are these last picture frames? I imagine them more so near the start? Maybe? Let's just try down here first. I mean, I'd certainly hope there's no picture frames around here. Nope. Nope, doesn't look like it. Again, I do kind of wish that some picture frames would show up on the map, even if they are just in invisible chests, just to make things a little bit more easy, because again, as is, I'm kind of finding the map a little bit useless at this point. It just seems a little more situational than I think most would like. I don't think we necessarily have to worry about enemies anymore at this point, though. Yeah, nothing back here. Man, oh man, oh man. I could have sworn I remember where these are. I guess I was just dead mistaken. This looks like it could be just... Nope. Just part of the scenery. Yeah, we've pretty much cleared out all the enemies, I think. Anything around here? Nope. Again, I do kind of feel I'm gonna miss a lot of this, just... I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm seeing those purple bouncing mushrooms again. I am definitely getting a lot more nostalgic for the first game, playing this. Do kind of feel as though I am... maybe, didn't think too highly of it the first time I played it, so it's like, oh, it's just a, Mario 64-esque collectathon. It's not too special compared to the second game, which, again, do definitely think the second game is the best. Halo... Oh yeah, the whole Halo thing, so I heard. I'm gonna be honest, I'm at the position where I don't really trust 343/Halo Studios in the slightest, so... I feel as though I'm probably gonna have to see how it performs first before diving in. Just, I'm not gonna dive in blindly is the main thing, not like what happened with Infinite. Nothing in there. Oh. Well, hello. I see you over there. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit. Yeah. I mean, from what I've heard about the sprinting thing, obviously I am vehemently against that. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think sprint really adds anything to the Halo gameplay loop. You know, I'm the more sort of guy who started out with Halo 2, Halo 3. My favorite, of course, being Combat Evolved, so... naturally, I would be against such things. There you are. Only two of them, though. Nothing over here. Oh, let me guess. It's just gonna be an invisible crate right at the end. Oh, it's right there. Okay, guess it's just me being an idiot. Anyways. Let's finally get on with the actual plot. Time for a pretty good place to start Halo 4. What do you mean? Combat Evolved's my favorite one. I mean, I know there's a fair bit of junk behind it, but definitely feel at the very least it has my favorite art style out of the three games. It's just something so mesmerizing about it. Anyways. Alright, I guess it's time to do more kart racing. This one I remember in the original version of the game being arguably one of the hardest and most egregious missions in the entire game. Let's see, the Chief Collection is like... Oh yeah, I can definitely see what you mean with regards to the vehicles. They are definitely a lot less snappy compared to in the other games. I'll give you that. I'm gonna be honest though, when it comes to Halo 2 at the very least, I kind of feel sort of dissuaded about getting too deep into it, because I kind of feel like it's a lot like Melee, where obviously it has its hyper-competitive scene, mostly comprised of abusing button combinations which weren't part of the originally intended experience. You know, you have BXRing and I want to say double shooting compared to stuff like wave dashing and dash dancing and L cancelling and all that stuff. Just one of those sorts of things where it sort of dissuades me from playing at least the multiplayer. I mean, I did have a fair bit of fun playing the multiplayer on Halo 2 Vista with the insane rapid-fire Covenant Carbine. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Definitely regret playing Halo 4 at the very least. I mean, the campaign, it was... At least the main component with Chief and Cortana I thought was alright, but the rest of it just... It's like the more you think about it, the worse it gets. Pretty sure I already mentioned, but I do feel as though I had the most fond memories of Halo 3 at the very least, and possibly Reach. I did spend a lot of time playing Reach, but yeah, I think in terms of what I'd say my favorite Halo game is, I feel it mostly is tied between Combat Evolved and 3. I don't know, I guess it just depends on what I feel like at that point of the day. Or even if I even think about it, which nowadays isn't really that often. Definitely gonna be glad to see the back of these annoying turret plants at the very least. I don't know what it is, just feel like they're super annoying to kill. Yeah, it's like they take two... Okay, so they take 2 missiles instead of 1. I guess that's why it doesn't feel quite as good. Halo 2 Vista. Anyways, here we are at the cart raging section.
You guys haven't found a thunder egg around here, have you?
Haven't seen one.
What about that one behind the shadow?
That doesn't look like a thunder egg. Yeah, and they just casually have the shadow stone.
We found them. Well, the thunder egg belongs to Dennis. He'd really like it back. And Bush Rescue really needs that shadow stone.
There's only one way we're going to
Yep.
sort this out.
Race you for 'em.
I didn't see that one coming.
Didn't see that coming.
I could beat you with my eyes closed on a push bike. How about we make it interesting?
Ah.
If I win, you also have to tell me your real name, Redback.
Ah, so it really is sort of a winner-takes-all thing here. Reach a good thing. Yeah, I definitely feel as though Reach definitely has the best community features. Just, I don't really like its sandbox. Well, here we are. Dennis' Dilemma. You have to snatch 3 shots of the Thunder Egg off of the Redback gang and the rest from off the track and then win the race. Thankfully, they were a little bit more merciful this time around and actually had the race last for 6 laps, so you had plenty of time to grab all the stuff if you needed to. So what is up with that, what is up with that grind rail in the back there? It seems super weird placement. Ow. Okay, Thunder Egg. Damn, I missed it! Come on! Okay, so they take damage and then they drop them, so you have ample time to pick them up. This probably isn't the best course of action to actually go around collecting them, just stopping. Ah, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We just have to be a little bit extra... Take a little bit extra... Oh, somehow I still missed it. Wonderful. Wonderful game. Yeah, just take the rail here. Grab this one. Yeah. Obviously, there's only there's 6 laps, so we don't have to worry too much. And I don't know, with the lap count, it kind of feels like this one's kind of free. Which, obviously, I feel is a small mercy. Oh, it was hidden behind the item box. Gotcha, yeah, gotcha. Okay, so we're halfway through the race, and guessing gonna have to stay close to this little corner here. Where is that last Thunder Egg shard? I'm not seeing... Oh, poor Russ.
Faster than the speed of tide.
Yeah, I just saw him just absolutely spin out. Okay, so I think we're mostly just gonna have to stick ahead of the... I was gonna say stay ahead of the pack, but I guess that's not exactly an option, is it? Where is it? You know, I'm just going to, I'm just gonna restart. Yeah, I have plenty of opals, it's fine. Which communities... Yeah, I feel mostly when I say community features, I mean more so stuff like Forge and character customization. Just, you have a lot of options when it comes to that. Like, especially the armor customization, it's still, I'd say, the best in the series. Oh. It was back behind that grind rail this whole time. Fantastic. Well, at the very least, it looks as though all the Thunder Egg shards are on the... Can you stop, game? Yeah, it looks as though they're all on the track, so I just have to worry about running around and picking them up. Okay, so there's one. There's two. So for this this third one, yeah, there's one over there. I'm guessing for this next one, I'm gonna have to go over here. There it is. And there's the last one. Splendid. Now I just have to win the race. Yeah, again, it kind of feels as though this particular mission is a little bit luck-based. Especially if I was talking about the original version, where you only had like 3 laps to complete this whole thing. Whereas now, I've basically done the whole thing and now just have to... What I'm saying is that the HD re-release makes this mission a whole lot easier and I'm heavily thankful for it. Because this mission, from what I've seen of the original release, it's hellish. I'll just say that much, it's hellish. Kinda wish you could shoot behind you at the very least. Yep. So exciting. I mean, saying that, they are definitely, keeping up. We're definitely like a shield at the very least. I don't know, this... I'm not sure what it is about these tracks. I'm guessing it's more so just for the multiplayer, but... Oh, game. Game. Yeah. These tracks feel a lot more serene and calm compared to the rest of the game, where you just got this, like, post-apocalypse outside, whereas here it's just, nice, calm forest. Yeah, I think... It's just like Crossworlds a little bit here, where you're, like, winning up until the very end, where you just get spammed out with items. How did I not take any damage from that? Yeah, I think I just need to come around this... Okay, we're done. We're done. Oh wait, one more lap, shoot. Guess I just gotta be... Well, I've got a decent leader there, at least, so I just have to keep that. Race really makes me upset. Well... It's definitely better than the original, I'll just say that much. Yeah, 6 laps. It's just like, yeah. I guess they figured it was a little bit too demanding for 3 laps, so definitely thankful they made this change. Reforge was so iconic, the first thing everyone did in MCC was remake classic Forge maps like more. Yeah, I want to say they remade Damnation at one point. That's the one map which comes to my mind at the very least. Well, there we go.
No way, I'm telling.
Come on, Redback Russ. There's fair.
Yeah, come on, Cyril.
Yep, Cyril.
I'm gonna cry.
And yeah, Shadowstone. Nice.
Hi, Ranger Ken has located one of the rare shadow bunyip stones.
Yep, once again in the frozen forests. We're going back.
Over there, quick smart. He's on his own, and he's near the Quinkan camp. We can't let that stone fall into enemy hands. Get yourself to the spy wing, and hurry, Ty.
So yeah, up next is the final of these bunyip levels, which, look at that, it's in the starting segment. Let me just yeah, let's just go back. Mario Kart World copy this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it right now. I do appreciate them putting in the effort with the kart racing, but definitely feels quite dated, especially compared to more modern offerings like Cross Worlds. Frozen, yep. Oh, you haven't seen the Frozen Forests yet. You're gonna be in for a treat. How'd that happen? Lots of snow, by the looks of it. Just lots of snow. I mean, it does seem kind of obvious, but when you see it, it'll probably make less sense. Yep, just tucked all the way at the bottom of the map. Gotta love it. Also gotta love the fact this map has basically zero in common with the map from the second game. It does seem kind of odd, in a way, that they went out of their way to make an entire world map as opposed to basically just already taking the existing map from the second game and editing it to be basically a lot more fitting for this sort of... Maybe that is why they remodeled it, so it actually had more stuff which the Grab Mercible could traverse, as opposed to just a whole bunch of open roads. No, I'm not gonna go for the chicane. Let's go this way. And it's like, even here, we're still struggling with all these flying fortresses, even though we spent a good deal of the game shooting these things down. Yep, right over there. I'm wondering if there's actually any collectibles here for me. I mean, I certainly hope there are. I mean, there always is in these in particular areas, but I don't know, this one seems a fair bit barren. Anyways. Anything else in here which I can... Okay, just 3 more Bilbies in the entire game to get.
See you, Ty.
Later, Naomi. Mega Chassis, anything here? Nothing here. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll. Cyril, all that Australia... Yeah, all that Australia snow. It's the one thing that Australia is known for, according to these games.
I hope he's still got it when I get there. I better hurry.
Alright, time for the last bunyip level. Kind of remember there being more of these, actually. Yep, here we are. You sound a lot more Camp Ranger, Ken. What happened?
No, I think we got away with it.
I mean, you just had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Get back here! Wait up, Ken!
What?
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Not sure why he has just that massive cage, but I'm not gonna judge. Get over here, you. Get over here, you yobbos. Get over here, but get over here so I can point at you some more. I'll point at you also.
Hey, give that back.
No. Shoot. Oh. Thank you, game. I guess I'm just gonna have to take the long way around. And look at that, we all got all these Bilbies on the map now. Got all this stuff we need to collect. Obviously, most of this I'm probably gonna have to collect with the Thermo Bunyip, but it'll be nice to gather up as much as I can here in the meantime. I kind of forgot just how powerful the finger laser actually was. It's just... feels as though you don't necessarily need anything else, considering You know, it does decent damage and can stun lock bigger enemies. It's just, why wouldn't you? I'll point at you also. Any more? Okay, that's just... Again, I've noticed it takes a little while for these counters to go down to 0, I've noticed. Getting a little bit of Mission Impossible. Yeah, I can kind of hear it. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, I think we got this one. I think. Oh, he looks so sad. He's like, oh no, not another gauntlet segment. Not another segment where I just have to point at people when they die. It's like, what would you do if you had this kind of power? Hopefully nothing nefarious. Pew, 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 pew. Just gonna take a little bit for the doors to open, I've noticed. Out of my way, out of my way. We got a varmint to catch. Oh, I think that's another magnet stone up there. Definitely looking forward to trying to get that. Okay, nope. Okay, I was a little confused there. I'll go and order. I'll go and order the drive-thru. Amazing. Alright, I guess we're just here now. Just... It's like, okay, we didn't actually expect you to die there, so we're just gonna warp you, I guess. Am I gonna have to use the Kamehameha laser? Oh, yes. Yeah. And there we go, we can continue. So, you do still need the Kamehameha laser for certain things. Okay, we got him cornered. Unnecessary flips a go-go. Ranger Ken, what's wrong with your eyes? Yep, and obviously we gotta get in the cricket thing, because that's what Australians are known for, isn't it? Cricket. And there we go, that's 3 Shadow Stones.
The Redback gang just called again, mate. No challenge this time. Instead, they could have put us in real danger.
Oh, what have they done this time?
When they had to escape from some Quinkan, leaving their experimental cart behind.
Oh, remember that from the start of the game?
They reckon that in the wrong hands, their nuclear-powered steering could be used as a weapon. Find
ah, yes.
before the Quinkan.
Using steering as a weapon. Oh yeah, and at this point we can effectively take on the final boss. But no, we're gonna go and deal with this and get all the collectibles while we're here. 94%. Wow, I didn't actually get anything in that. Alright, here we go.
Nuclear cart, huh?
Nuclear cart.
Should weird us out, right?
I think so. Best not to think about
Best not to think about it.
Just go.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of a more relaxed mission before going on to the final boss. I've noticed. Like, yeah, just nuclear cart. Let's just go, I guess. Okay. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I already got all the got all the stuff I need, so let's just get to collecting. Making us go the long way around as usual. I still love doing that. Oh, we're actually going for this whole thing in reverse, it looks like. Kind of funky. Let's see. Yep, Bilby on this island right here. Yep. Only... wait. Bilbies, bilbies. Only 3 here. Yeah, gotta wonder how exactly I gotta... oh. I was gonna say, oh, this seems like a challenge for my mental faculties to really get around, and, no, you just have to punch it. Well, there we go, we got ourselves another magnet stone. One which we probably won't even need. Because I'm pretty sure with 3 magnet stones you're able to, attract stuff like Gubu berries, but there's no Gubu berries left in the game. So... it's like, eh. Okay, that looks like an interesting platforming section. Let's go down there next. Part of me wants to say you need the... okay. Okay, so there's not anything specific you need here. Just gotta get up on the platform. With lots of waiting around, just like we're in Marble Zone. There we go. Still think these platforms look kind of funky. Yeah, probably be easy. This seemed kind of weird. You'd think there'd be a little bit more here in terms of collectibles. Just this huge, like, gorge in the middle of the thing. Let's check underneath here. Oh. First things first. Deploy orbit drills. So now we can actually damage enemies in the lava. This one, there was a thing around it. Anyways. Yeah, orbit drill is just, most probably not 100% necessary. It's just, one of those things that's nice to have. Actually, it kind of reminds you of the platforms in Spyro. Huh. How interesting. I wonder where they got the inspiration. I think it's mostly just opals down here, which we don't necessarily need at this point. It's just things that are nice to have. Only 10 though, so probably just gonna take my leave from here, get on the spring. Seems as though there's another lava pit around here which you need to get into. No, it's the orbit drills. Orbit, as in drills that orbit. Now, where is the entrance to this particular... probably not around here. Yeah, I feel this is another one of those Stent gets lost episodes. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Mount Boom in that sense, where it kind of feels like... oh, just gotta go down the hole. Go down the big hole. Yeah, these segments really remind me of Mount Boom. From the second game. Ah! Laser warfare! Oh, it's more of those damn flowers. Get out of here. Actually, can the satellite strike break these turret flowers? They cannot. Once again, they're invincible. This is more just sort of the case that I just have to rush the gauntlets. Out of my way. I got places to be, game. Oh, there's invisible platforms here. Nice. How interesting. I guess going in here with the, with my, oh. Excellent. Yeah, going in here with basically my infrared equips, worked out in the end. Look at that. How are we doing? That's all the picture frames. Heck yeah. Okay, I guess we're just gonna need to do this. Just gonna need to do this. And I guess we just gotta glide the gap. There we go. There we go. And we were rewarded with a whopping 3,000 opals. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'll just have to go back and get that last Bilby, and then we can actually proceed with the mission, because I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I think we are very, very nearly at 100%. 94%, so only 2 missions and 1 Bilby. Yeah, we're pretty much there. That's what's hidden under... Yeah, it's basically just water. The lava is basically just like a super hot layer on top. It's kind of messed up like that, huh? It's like if only Anakin knew about that. Is I just go under the lava? It's cool water under there. Is he stupid? Can I get up? There we go. And what do we get here? Another water stone. Once again. Constantly just getting stones that I don't need. Like, I could definitely benefit from another warp stone, but... I guess one can only dream. I want to check, actually, if there is somewhere else I can actually get a warp stone. Seems as though... Oh, no. No! Yeah, it seems as though there's a way over there I can get that last Bilby. I could have sworn that there were 3 naturally occurring warp stones in the game. Just need to look around and see if I can find that last one. Because I do kind of want to get that one before we move on to the final boss, because it will at the very least be kind of useful to have. For reasons which will become apparent once we actually get it. Okay, so I think... Stand back, I'm thinking. Okay, so for this... Oh, we do need the Shadow Bunyip for this last one. Okay, game. Okay. Or do we? No, it seems as though we need the gravity grenade for this. Oh well. Ah well, game. Try giving you the benefit of the doubt. Right, so... Nuclear-powered cart is around here somewhere. Right over here by the looks of it. Right by where we started the other mission. Just casually frozen in the ice. He's in change spinning what he's doing. Probably not.
This is it. You found the cart.
Yep, I found it. So, you can grab it.
Oh no, bro. After you.
No, I insist.
It's like, nah.
Seriously, this one's all yours.
No, really. Be my guest.
And they were just like that for like several hours before one was just like, oh, just take it already.
Kai, this is urgent. A vortex has opened up over southern rivers. It can only mean one thing. They're preparing to bring the Quinkan through. Good thing you just finished getting all those shadow stones back. Now get to the Gunyip as quick as you can. Hurry, Ty.
Well, let's have a look real quick. 96. Yeah, let me just go back in there and get the shadow bunyip. Wait, can I? Sly, where did you go? Oh, but you blended into the background so well.
What are you up to?
Okay.
See, bro?
Just need to figure out where I can find another warp stone. And as well, we also just get this nice, calming, relaxing music afterwards, just to be like, yeah, you're just mostly just here for collectibles. There's not really much of import going in here. Pretty sure this is the same music each time you go back to one of these levels at the very least, which a little bit of a shame. Kind of admit, kind of wish these had sort of more unique tracks. I guess more sort of used to the other 2 games. It's no biggie though. So, gravity grenade, that's what we need. That seemed awfully jank. Anyways, last Bilby's in here. I do gotta wonder though, where can I find another warp stone? Because I don't think there's anything really in here that's necessarily helpful for finding them. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I do quite like this track. Just very, very relaxing. I just want to check real quick if there are actually any warp stones I can get. Doesn't necessarily look like it, so I guess we're just gonna have to go back to Cassopolis. A little bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. I was hoping at the very least we could find another warp stone before the end of this, but I guess not. Ah well. Let me just equip another magnet stone in here, which I don't necessarily need, but oh well. It's nice to have at the very least. Good solid... Yeah! The guitars in these games are always the highlights. Can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. Well, looks like we're gonna be here for what might be the last time. I'm presuming at the very least I can afford a warp stone. It would be kind of weird if I didn't, if I couldn't. Let's see, yep. Oh yeah, the Bunyip stones also increase in price each time you go to buy one. So keep that in mind. Could have sworn there were magnet stones in here. Oh, here's one.
See you, Toy.
Catch you, bro. So let's see. May as well just put a magnet stone on the Doomerang. Not that it's necessary. And finally, you probably don't actually need to put all the warp stones on the last chassis, but I think it's mostly intended. The main thing is, once you have 3 warp stones, you get a shield. So this is technically your means of getting extra health. You just have to dole out the cash or have the wherewithal to actually find 3 warp stones. Good to know. Anyways. Only thing that... I do want to go and get one more treasure map, though, since we can afford it. Problem after I'm gonna go and grind up some more opals so I can get the last one. Oh yeah, I just noticed, I think with the Shadow Ring, when you throw it, little wings actually open up on it. Like, you can see that, right? It opens up and it has little wings coming off of it. Wings, blades, which... I feel wings makes more sense considering aerodynamics, but I'm sure you get what I mean. You can see, like, it gets spiky. Anyways. Well, looks like this is it. Nothing left for us to do except... Wow, I just punched that shark in the face. Nothing else left to do aside from get some treasure maps and go and beat the final boss. May as well just come over here one more time because aerodynamic. I will say I'm definitely gonna miss this music though. Just A lot of just the more acoustic music in this series is stuff which I definitely do cherish. Whether it be from the second game, whether it be from this game, whether it be from the first game. From what I recall, at the very least, the fourth game also had some pretty good ones. I kind of feel as though I need to go back and listen to them. With regards to streaming the fourth game, though, I am not 100% certain. It's like I want to do it at some point, but I kind of feel I should probably wait until the channel's a little bit bigger before branching off and doing more stuff again. At least that's how I feel. Anyways. Forbidden... Oh. Secret map. Created by the Municipality, Missing Steves, and... Yeah, we don't actually need these since we already got them all, but... May as well just for completion's sake. Anyways. See ya! Who knows, maybe there may come a time where I just stream for all 3 games again, though... Again, probably just going... I've mentioned this a couple of times before, but... I would kind of like, I suppose, to have a little bit more focus on the channel at the very least, so... That's not the way I'm supposed... Stupid sharks. Get out of here. You're lucky I don't have my explosive ordnance on hand. This way, by the looks of it. Just around this corner. Yeah, that's a little bit more like it. Just casually blow up a shark. Yeah, that's... It's this kind of game. Okay, so I think... Yeah, over there. I'll find my way out of here eventually. In saying that, I do kind of feel the need to pad out the stream a little bit, considering we are very, very close to the end now. It's just like one more mission and we're done. Here we are, there's the exit. Still find it super weird that the fact that, despite not being starting off the first game not being able to swim, he can outrun sharks now. I mean, he could in the first game as well. Just it's like as soon as a platypus told him, you know, just press the jump button whilst you're in the water, you idiot. All of a sudden, he's like the second fastest thing in the water outside of that that one platypus when you race him. That's one thing I do kind of miss about this as well, the races. I mean, obviously there's kart racing, I mean sort of on-foot races. And sure, you have a couple of time challenges, but... Honestly, that's an... I already mentioned it's another thing that I definitely miss about the second game as well, just... That sort of test of, your pathfinding and map knowledge, of just having to go from one part of the map to another in a time limit. We don't get any of those sorts of missions here, which is kind of a shame. I mean, again, I guess it will be annoying to do in the Crab Merciful, but... maybe just make the time a little bit more forgiving with the fact that this thing can just tumble over and over constantly, and I don't think a lot of people would mind. Because I remember a lot of the time challenges in the second game being surprisingly fun. Well, here we are, I guess. Where the final boss takes place. Out of my way. Out of my way. Right here, tucked away in this corner. And here they are, just ready and waiting for us. Let's go and equip the Shadow Chassis for this, for thematic purposes, and let's boogie. Yep, just about to get a nice Spitfire again.
Think you're going?
I've got the final shadow stone.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to get the last skin. Hold up.
You won't need luck, rat boy. I'm coming with you.
Oh, hey, Fluffy, how you doing?
But it's too dangerous.
So, you three are going to need me to make sure you reach the Quinking in one piece.
But we only have one...
Shazza, no!
We only have one ship.
Arguing with us.
Okay then, let's get ready to do this. We'll show that creep... Oh, that's cute. I was about to do a thing. We'll show that creep the real superpower of teamwork. Anyways, let's rock.
Follow me and keep him off my tail.
Good luck, Possum.
Heck yeah. Really getting all gun-ho about this. Away we go. Still not sure that actually fits in there, given the width. Oh, wait, what?
Shazza!
Wait.
Come in! Are you guys alright? Shazza! Fluffy, Slide, do you read me?
Oh. For a second there I thought they died.
What's going on out there?
No! Quinkan! I'm coming back!
No, we can look after ourselves. You have to get to the Quinking or we're all toast.
Yeah, don't worry about us, Ty. I'll look after your girlfriend and your sister.
Ha ha ha.
There's too many of them! Hang on, what's that?
What's what? Oh hey, it's like all our friends are coming back to help save the day.
Yeah, we'll take out the Quinkan!
How are you able to drive for all that sludge? Alright, well we got the go-ahead to go into another loading screen even though the spy ring is down. And here we are, the final gauntlet, just like Cass's Run and Cass's Pass. Not sure what this one is called though. I'm guessing this one doesn't actually have a name. Stop the Quinkan at all?
The Quinkan must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Yeah, the main thing that makes this different from all the other Gunyip segments is, instead of the machine gun, you get infinite rockets, which, yeah, it's definitely nice. I'll just say that much, it's definitely nice, and, I think just like Cass's Pass and Cass's Run, all you really need to do is get to the end, so don't have to worry about destroying any ships or blowing up any Quinkans, it's just a matter of get going. Get bloody going! We'll say though, definitely the, still from the short amount of boost you get, it's a little bit annoying. Oh, that ship is just I absolutely ruined that pilot's day. Yeah, definitely do appreciate them just giving us infinite rockets for this particular segment. Just, I guess, just to make it a little bit more easy. Just, makes a lot more fun, in all honesty. Just, we've had to put up with so much with these Gunyip segments in the past. Now we just have to get to enact our sweet vengeance, as it were. Still think the warp power-up is still a little bit funny. I keep forgetting it's the Y button. Okay, I guess I'll just die. Let me through. There we go. Let me through, damn you. I will say, this particular segment does go on for a little bit, doesn't it? Goes on for a little bit longer than, I don't know. For some reasons, for me, it always feels like levels like Cass's Pass were shorter. I mean, I get that Cass's Run had a little bit of a boss rush in it at the end of it, or in the middle of it, but, I don't know. Maybe a Dragon Quinn fight here would have been pretty cool. This is a, just to be like, I am the one who guards the gate, and yet you're just absolutely demolishing with your missiles, just like, again, in the second game with Patchy. Well, there's the portal at the very least, all the way back from the first part. And in we go. Whoa! I guess we won't be needing that. Oh, and the spy wing's just fine now. Sort of reminds me of the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon with the with Ultra Space.
Against the Quinkan.
Bye, Ty.
What do you mean goodbye? You're gonna be right behind me, right?
See you, Fluffy. Thanks for your help.
Possum, be careful.
I'll be right
I won't
back.
lose you again.
I'll be right, Chess.
I'll be right. Yeah, I'll be right.
See you guys soon.
Right, this particular segment. Oh boy, doesn't it look familiar to something? Let me just, options, sound. Just gonna turn the music down for this, for a little bit. Because... I'm thinking a little bit of something a little bit more thematically appropriate. Alright, let's rock. I can feel them. They're everywhere. Yeah, this really reminds me of the Black Comet, to say the very least. Hey Ty, try going up! Well Ty, looks like we reached the climax of our little game. Time to meet the big boss man responsible for this invasion. Step up and play! I don't remember the lyrics of this, unfortunately. Not that I'd repeat them here. Just don't find it the most thematically appropriate, because then again, I don't necessarily think it's necessary. Just blow stuff up. Ooh, that looks threatening. And that's that. All we have to do is step into this weird looking thing. Again, it doesn't necessarily look finished to me, but let me just get the music back up. Alright, we're good. Thank you once again, Jun Senoi. Let's finish this then, shall we? In we go. Again, that texture doesn't necessarily look like a finished... Okay, so it is an elevator. This kind of, Oh, hey, Cass.
This is it, Quinkan.
Kind of, abrupt that Boss Cass is just here, even though there was no indication that he'd gone missing.
You, Ty? How do you think we came to your puny land? We were invited.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Cass was in prison.
You call Boss Cass summoned us. He thought he could control
Yeah, so somehow after the second game, even while he was in prison, apparently he did some kind of satanic ritual to summon the Quinkan to the world.
Yeah? Well, we'll see.
Still don't necessarily get that. I mean, I guess it's more so thematically appropriate, but even so, just not logically appropriate. Ah yes, the most powerful being on the planet. What could it possibly be? Oh, it's a mirror match. So yeah, according to the Quinkan, the most powerful being on the planet is just a pissed off orange Aussie rat with a single brain cell. Good to know, game. Yeah, this particular fight I remember being quite rough, mostly just because I don't necessarily remember his openings. It's like you're able to hit him once he does his little combo there, but again, it feels as though you can't really manage that without getting hit yourself. Like so. This particular fight I remember being a nightmare on hardcore mode for that exact reason, that it feels like it's impossible not to take damage. I mean, obviously it may just be me doing things wrong, but also does note that he can, once again, just throw stuff at you. Pretty sure actually just has the same animations that you do, which is funny. It's just like, that guy in Ultra Kill. Again, I feel as though I have to wait for an opening. Okay, so I don't have to keep the thing held down, so I could just flip over him like a master Yadel. Imagine it's a cyberpunk boss. I mean, you say that. I don't think Smash had defense is this good. Ups. Okay, so he also has a shield, so you can't just wombo combo him constantly. Maybe it's just the case that you just have to keep wailing on him. Okay, so that's how it's done. That's how it's done. You just gotta keep wailing on him. And I actually got a checkpoint, and he looks a little bit miffed. Yeah, you just gotta keep swinging away at him. Or at least until he breaks his guard, which, not exactly most clear when he does it. Oh, bam, bam, wham. I do appreciate this fight also has checkpoints, like in the there we go. And just like that, now we've done that, he all of a sudden abruptly shifts into his second phase. I like how Ty just is just like, yeah, I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna headbutt you. I'm gonna headbutt you, mate. This is like typical Australian fight or flight response. There is no flight. So, Quinkan. His main thing is he has a stomp attack which has a bunch of shockwaves, and he also has the Gunyip's homing missile by the looks of it. His weak spot is his tail. That reminds me of Patchy in a way. Just, with a lot more, I'd argue a little bit more unfair than Patchy. You just have to, not stop moving. Just keep moving when he shoots his missiles, and I guess keep your distance when he goes for his stompy feet. You kind of think there'd be more parts of his anatomy which would be weak spots, considering they're all bright yellow like his tail is. It just seems kind of weird that his tail specifically is his weak spot. Especially going by the logic of a boss like Patchy, which has multiple weak spots with the same sort of look to them. And there we go, that's the boss done. Yeah, I'm also tuck it out.
This is low, even for you.
Don't you dare hurt him!
No idea how Boss Cast managed to manage this. It's like he has omnipotence as long as he's off stream. Off screen. Ah yes, the most threatening voice for the mighty Quinkan. And a remote that just turns into a massive laser. Portability, I guess?
And who's going to stop me?
I like how they all just look around.
You're at a slight disadvantage, but I'm a sporting man. I'll fire on the count of 3.
What is this, a pantomime?
1.
Just shoot him, Cass. Just do it. And somehow Fluffy manages to break her bonds, and I'm guessing push Ty out of the way. It's not exactly the most translated. Oh, man. Wow, she just... Fluffy is quite literally dead. Cash just turns her into a crater, and look, you can see her tail. That's all that's left of her. That's all that's left of her tail. She's gone. It's like they made such a big effort to try and make her seem like a redeemable character. Now it's like, well, I guess in making her a good. Oh, Well, I guess Sly and Naomi are getting shipped together because siblings, and yeah. I guess that was the only way you could make a character like, well, saying that. Fluffy seemed more on the morally ambiguous side, but that is sort of the traditional way you, redeem a villain like that, and, that's how it ends. That's just how it... Oh, you can skip that. And 100% completion bonus. There's a tail which is still moving. Somehow the portal to the Quinkan realm is still open. And... It's Carlos and his feral and another feral, which you haven't seen throughout the rest of the game. Just feels like that rabbit character just appeared out of nowhere, but obviously plot threads for the next move, for the next game. Fluffy lives, I suppose, as a clone, and with that, you just abruptly end up back here. Yeah, it definitely feels... You can definitely tell that this game was really, really quite rushed. It is a bit of a shame, really, because I do quite like a lot of the ideas behind it, and kind of wish that, if there was a fourth game, they would have been improved on a fair bit, but given their original plans for the fourth game, I don't know. The answer to that probably would have been a maybe at the most. I think that's all I wanted to do, but I think last thing, just to be on the safe side, I want to see if I can get the last of the skins. Oh wait, I can... There was a Naomi vendor in New Baramaji. I'm stupid.
Hey, bro.
I completely forgot you had a vendor here.
Hi.
And with that, we can finally get, Skyforce.
Oh, I'm so jealous. See you, Ty.
Nice. Now let's have a look at this with the last of the skins. We have Skyforce, which, honestly, I do quite like the paint scheme, even if it is a little, not the most particularly interesting, especially compared to stuff like the Spitfire, which kind of seems weird for it being here, considering it's British. Obviously, this is the default. We have the camo, obviously. I like the red one, actually. I like the red one. And Nightmare with the obvious shark mouth. Kind of feels like the most fitting to go with the Shadow Bun, yep. Exploring the map again? No, we're pretty much done here. We're pretty much done. Midnight, yeah. Going for the full edgy set. Let's have a little talk with all our buddies here now that the main thread is over.
I can't believe that Cass came good on his word. I was sure he was planning something. Oh well, I guess if I can change, then so could he.
Oh, Sly. If only you knew.
Hey bro, Ken was telling me something about crazy koalas around Thylacine. Have you seen them? Apparently they've been jumping out of trees onto people. Weird, huh?
Oh yeah, those guys in Dead Dingo Marsh. Kind of weird they didn't show up in other areas of the game.
Face the Quinking soon. I just wanted to let you know that if anything happens, not to worry. I'll look after Shazza for you.
What do you mean by that, Sylvester? Are you trying to get with my girlfriend?
Hi, Possum.
Are you trying to say, I'll send more condolences to your dingo wife? Is that where you're going with that, Sylvester? Honestly, the nerve. The nerve. Danwaz, do you have anything to say? Let's see what interesting stuff you have to say. Kind of feel bad for not saying more stuff to you.
Southern Rivers owes you big time. I hope they'll get you a card or something.
A card? What, none of your smiley face medals?
Ty, you need to borrow my bazooka sometime. You can't. No one must touch it under any circumstances. Phew! Kaboom!
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden off screen Dennis just became a soldier man. He has the Liberty launch and the disciplinary action.
Knock knock.
Seems like the sort of would use the Righteous Bison, actually.
Me, Dennis, silly. Good day to you, sir.
I feel as though you had a joke there somewhere and kind of lost track. Anyways. Ranger Ken, you have any... Kind of weird we haven't seen any shares around here.
With the introduction of the Quinkan into our ecosystem, I'm a bit worried about the effect it will have on the food chain. For example, if they eat me, I won't be around to drink ginger beer. And the ginger beer will have one less
Ah yes,
predator.
priorities.
The population will experience exponential growth.
Exponential growth of ginger beer. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I like ginger beer.
G'day, mate. Hey, look, I've got to warn you. There've been some sightings of strange-looking koalas around.
Yes, we already know about the
I tried
koalas.
looking for them, but can't even find a track. Just be careful, okay, mate?
Alright, I may as well talk to good old Rigididge. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Tiger. I heard that you saved an entire town. Wow. I don't know what to say.
Wait, why'd you sound so sarcastic, man?
Let me tell you a little something about modesty. If anyone can teach you anything about it, it's me. I've had years of practice and it hasn't been easy. But now I can successfully hide that I know how great I am.
Well, I suppose it's better than being self-deprecating all the time.
It won't be too long now, Ty, and you'll have to face the Quinkan. Just remember everything I've taught you, and I'm sure
We've barely
you
even
can
spoken,
find
Ridge.
Get 'em, Tiger.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for missing out on a lot of their dialogue. I'm fairly certain there's a whole bunch of really funny lines in there as well, but... Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. That's... Yep, 100%. So, with that, let's go to the extras, because I feel this is a little bit of a tradition at this point with these Ty streams to look at all the bonus material. Let's start with the concept art. Obviously, we got edgy-looking Ty. It's like they have the same pose for Shaj and then a new updated one. I do kind of like it, though. It seems a little bit more utilitarian, whilst still keeping a lot of what people liked about the design. Rouge. Obviously, we got Dennis with his disciplinary action and Liberty Launcher. Sly looks not all that different. I think that's his same model artwork from the second game. Obviously, we got Julius, who only showed up in one cutscene. We got Goober Steve, we got Fluffy, we got Ridge. They really seem to want to push Ridge, and I get that he was probably a little bit more of an interesting character. I just wish that he had more of an impact on the plot, rather than just showing up at the beginning and hanging around the starting area. Zombie Frills, Koala Commandos, Fluffy's mech with the obvious breastplates, Bunyip War. I do kind of wish we got to learn a little bit more about the Bunyips as well, because we were only there for like 5 minutes of it. Oh, this would have been cool, actually, because the Bunyip Warrior, which was basically the invincibility power-up from the first game, would have been kind of neat to actually interact with this Bunyip Warrior who you took into yourself in the first game. I feel that would have been an interesting little sort of commentary of what their relationship would be. Obviously, we've got the Redbacks and Cassopolis citizens with female frill lizard with incorrect anatomy, not that I'm complaining. Obviously, we got the Ferals, which I do... It's weird, because it really feels as though for a lot of this, they wanted to go into more detail with it, but just didn't have the time or the focus. Also, we've got the Quinkans. All the various different types. Ooh, I quite like that one color-wise. Obviously, we've got Hexaquin split in half. It does look kind of freaky, just seeing that massive organ and all those veins, I guess, arteries. Magma Quinn next to rusted Shadow Bunyip. Crab! Flying for size comparisons, just... I don't know, it still feels as though Dragon Quinn is a lot smaller than I think he should be. Obviously, we've got that massive crab, the feral koalas that fall on you, Camo Shadow Bunyip, which I do kind of wish we got skins for the Shadow Bunyip, actually, but I guess they didn't necessarily have enough currency for that. Kind of a shame, really. Also, we get this music as well, which I really like. Quite like the former Bunyip redesign as well. Oh, they actually had extra Bunyip redesigns. Like, this one looks like it may have been a little bit more waterborne, so possibly more Bunyip levels, which involved water instead of lava. Obviously, we got the curb merciful, and oh yeah, the that massive crab tank from that one mission. Gunyep, nuclear-powered steering car. You can't even see where the nuclear power is. Well, that looks like a pretty cool Gunyep. Really sort of brings to mind World War One. That one also looks pretty neat. It just looks like a big gun. Yeah, they really just had a whole bunch of plane designs by the looks of it. Feels as though this would have been expanded on in the 4th game. It's like they had a whole bunch of ideas in here, but couldn't really bring them to fruition, unfortunately. Obviously, there's no Naomi and her van. Flying Fortress, Spy Wing, and here we have the the ranks. We have the mono rank or the mono chassis, duo chassis, last chassis, mega chassis, smash chassis, ring chassis, shadow chassis. See, I was right with the whole wing thing. They come out when it's thrown, so it looks like a certain hedgehog. We obviously got the Quinking's boomerangs, which I kind of feel it would have been cool to use these as well. Like, just the main thing is they can hurt Quinkan normally. Obviously, we have a whole bunch of environmental stuff, like, that's obviously from the start of the game. This is just environmental stuff, which does look silhouettes against sky. There's all these particular concept arts I always found, like, super comfy. Kind of feels like this would have been possibly a Quinkan city. That would have been pretty interesting. This generally seems like stuff that might have been used in the kart racing or was unused. Like this. Oh, this. I love how this looks. Just these this sort of forest setting with low lighting and the calm waters. Just love it. I think it may just be because I have a lot of fond memories of Bridge Over the River Ty, but that's really what this reminds me of from the first game. I think this is Kakaboom Island? Cassopolis, or at least part of Cassopolis, just obviously very Midgar inspired with a lot of the neon. A lot more sort of run-down Midgar-esque. I think that's supposed to be Boss Gas's throne. Guessing more parts of Cassopolis. Oh, this looks beautiful. Obviously, it looked like it would have been more at home in the second game, but I don't know. I would really like to visit a place like this, you know? Obviously, more racetrack stuff with the lighthouses, just beautiful starry sky. Just I'm getting all nostalgic for the rest of the series, man. More kart racing stuff. Alright, that's actually a pretty cool... I don't think that's actually in the game. At least I haven't noticed it. Just run-down demon floppies. Just as a sort of relic of battles long lost. It kind of feels like a missed opportunity, actually, because that is cool. I think this is more Cassopolis stuff. Yeah, feels as though areas like this would have been expanded on a fair bit more, obviously. That also looks pretty neat. See there, Quinkan City. This was, like, an actual thing. As, like, either a forward operating base for the Quinkan or something in the portal. Oh man, that's beautiful. Really sort of reminds me of Bonus World from the first game, and also really reminds me of Bridge. I think this is supposed to be like Dead Dingo Marsh, maybe, but it feels as though they really liked these sorts of environments, and I can't exactly blame them. They're gorgeous. Especially this one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It is just... I know that it's mostly just rough artwork, but it really is just beautiful. Seems they really were going hard on this whole Quinkan City, I'm thinking. And more actual just sort of volcano stuff. Yeah, racetrack there. I think one of the racetracks does feature a Rex dropship, I think. Obviously, though, they really did seem to just like the moody forest and night thing, like Sora's house. Oh, and yeah, the chum bucket, all the way from SpongeBob. I can't believe it. Plankton was going to be in the game at some point. And yeah, this obviously is more evidence as to Thylacine Village being an extra hub in the area, like the third hub in the area. Like you got New Baramaji, Cassopolis, and then for the third act of the game, the main hub would be Thylacine Village, but obviously that was scrapped. Poo tech. Fragable prop, masking cloth, particles. Prop test scene, I will say, just... Even the prop test scene is super cozy. Quinkan doors. There's Duke's wrecked chopper. No idea what these are supposed to be, gotta be brutally honest. Kidney-shaped rock. Okay. Not sure what the intention was behind this one, but obviously this one's fairly obvious. Hexaquin gates. The weird eggs you have to blow up. Those damn turrets. I do have to wonder what they meant by poo tech. It's like... It's like the first time I'm seeing that. It's just like the first time I'm probably going for all of these concept art. It's just super strange to me. Okay, so... Destroyable trees, I think that was from the Thylacine Gunyip segment, and... Connection... Yeah, that also looks like it's from Dead Dingo Marsh. Also looks like it's from Dead Dingo Marsh. Quinkan Pod, I wonder what these would have been. I'm guessing just scenery? Could have sworn I saw a lot of these back in Sulphur Rocks in the second game. Prickly pear. It's kind of weird that you'd think that stuff like this, prickly pears, would have been an environmental hazard, but I guess not. Obviously, this was definitely unused. No idea what it would have been used for, like some kind of monorail or some kind of vehicle? Workshop for kart racers, just like in the... Oh yeah, this building with a Bilby behind that car, I remember that one. Dennis's hat stand. I think these are bunyip turrets. Twin... Oh yeah, the bunyip turrets which you use in Gubu Gully, I remember. Now that just looks awesome. Now that is promotional art if I ever did see one with green freezer rank for some reason. I don't really get it. Obviously concept art for the Gunyip, concept art for the Dragon Queen fights, flying more in Cassopolis. Yeah, this one I don't think made it into the game as well. Just obviously just massive hole with spiderweb, and I'm pretty sure it would have been seen throughout the whole game, but that one on the right there, that's that big tree house. Again, it's just a... There's a lot of fun concepts here, which never really saw for... Like this right here, this right here. This is supreme coziness to me, in terms of environments. Like, sure, it may be a little bit damp and full of spiders, but it's just so mystical and cozy looking. I love it. Hexaquin boss arena. More kart race. Yeah, Oh, so the wrecked out Demon Fluffy was on one of the racetracks. Gotcha, yeah, gotcha. Guess I just didn't see it. The rest of them look a little bit more standard. I think this is unused concept art from the fourth game. Obviously, Sly's the exact same. Ty has his goggles, and Shaz is in a very tight-fitting flight suit. I approve. Yeah, Cass comes back, and with a chameleon, and I'm not sure if that is supposed to be Fluffy or not. I'm guessing a relative, or Maybe she has been brought back from the dead. And again, just a lot more unused characters. I want to say one of those is Shade from the third game, but I guess not. Obviously, souped up Gunyip form, Gunyip Bunyip, and I'm guessing more later concept art with a more modern-looking Shazza with the short hair, which I'm not. It's that haircut. It's one of those that I'm not entirely fond of. Yeah, just, there's a whole lot of interesting stuff which just went unused in here. It's kind of a shame. Anyways, what could have been? Now we get the interesting stuff. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be as much concept video stuff as in the second game. There is still some interesting stuff here. Like, I remember seeing the trailer for this back in the early days of YouTube and being super hyped and super mad that I wasn't able to play this until like 2018. Because in motion, just playing it, it does look pretty cool. And look at these CG models. Look how advanced they look. It's like, yep, the gang's all here. Even though Sly wasn't in this particular fight in the game. Obviously, really just pushing Dennis with the Liberty Launcher here. It's like they really wanted to push the whole Kakaboon Island segment. Just, don't blame them either. Just super cool. Crab Merciful, obviously, which looks a fair bit more stable here, actually. Like it does, like it's not something that would roll over. Obviously, we got the Shadow Bunyip back in place of the Battle Bunyip. And really trying to push the whole Gunyip thing, huh? Looks pretty much identical to the launch and Duo Rang as opposed to Duo Chassis. I'm guessing this was back when the whole stone system was still in fruition. And of course we got Le Villains. I don't know, Dingo Marsh looks a little bit more green there than I remember. Also, we still got the kart racing, we still got all the good stuff. Now on PC in full HD. Oh yeah, this definitely reminds me a fair bit of Bionicle. Heck yeah. Yep, release 2018. And I doubt that we'll ever get a console release, gonna be honest. Original Attract Theater, let's have a look at this. It's another one of these, and looks a fair bit more finalized. Like, New Baramuji obviously doesn't look as much of post-apocalyptic. Got the Crab Merciful here still. Oh, an actual race with the Thermo Bunny, that's interesting. It's like we actually had races. Yeah, a lot of this just looks like it wasn't changed too much, especially compared to the second game. Aside from a couple flashes there, where it's like, oh, actually working with Thrill Lizards, like, that would have been pretty cool, actually. Like, actually getting to fight alongside Thrill Lizards once. It's like the end of Halo 2. And what could have been? I'm pretty sure this is just concept footage for TIE 4. Yep, early promotional video, what was going to be TIE 4 Gunyip. Working for 6 months before development stopped and the project was left unfinished. It's a bit of a shame, really. Enjoy the small taste of what could have been. Yeah, really just, starting off with footage of, the Gunyip. It's like, they really wanted to... They really were proud of this whole Gunyip idea. I mean, I do definitely prefer it to the helicopter from the second game, but, enough to base an entire game off of? I don't know. And look at this. They really just went in hard with this whole, Ace Combat thing, didn't they? With what looks like a Shadow Bunyip version of the Gunyip. I mean, I imagine this could have been made fun. But I'm not 100% certain as to whether this would be what a lot of people were looking for with regards to this series. Well, that's it, I suppose. That's, I think, all there really is to it. Aside from just... Is there a way for you to actually just fast forward for the... No, I don't think there is. It's not like the second game, we're just speeding all the way through it, but, well, I think, mini-games, obviously, multiplayer gun battles by the looks of it. Yeah, you can do multiplayer dogfights, which is pretty neat, and it's couch multiplayer. Same with, the kart racing. But, yeah, I think that's gonna be all from me. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. I certainly did, though obviously still would say this is the weakest of the series, so tune in sometime in the future, I suppose, when I eventually get around to streaming the 4th game. Again, probably won't be for a long while, but, well, one can only dream. We'll see what happens, Maybe I'll get to it, maybe I won't. Probably will at some point, just... Won't be for a while, but regardless. Thank you so much for tuning in and being patient with me throughout this whole thing, and we'll be getting back to our regularly scheduled programming this weekend. But until then, take care. Bye-bye.